Hey, it's Jana, Mom Sorge, with a General Hospital update for the week of August 23rd through August 27th. So, Carly fires her babysitter after she catches, quote unquote, her stealing earrings when her purse falls over. Nell knocked the purse over accidentally. Yeah. Anyhow, she hires Nell to babysit temporarily, and she says, okay, I'll do it finally. And then a little while later, she gets a call from Atlanta. Apparently, there were budget cuts, and now she has no job. So, there's that. Don't know where that is leading. Ava. When last we saw Ava, she was switching out Morgan's meds. Morgan had an incident with a customer at the kiosk. They were harassing Kiki. He handled it all nice and calm. He called security. Security called the cops. They came. They took the guy away. Easy. Settled. So, that was good. But with the pill mixed, who knows? Anyway, Ava, she's a busy little bee. She went to the jail, talked to Julian, who was in the middle of a pity party, and she told him if he wants his family and his life back, to grow a pair and fight for it. Because that's the only way he's going to get anything. She leaves. Sonny shows up, says, tell you what, if you plead guilty or take a deal, I will protect you once you're at Pentonville. But once the judge is in that courtroom, this deal is off the table. So, don't think Julian's going to take him up on that. No, he doesn't care enough about anybody else. So, Ava went to Paul. Please help my brother. Nope. Guess what? You're going to rat on your brother, or else, Ava. If you do not rat on Julian for everything, then I'm going to pull out the handy little recording of you confessing to Connie Falconeri's murder, and you will be my next prosecuted case. So, let's see. Sam and Jason tell Sonny and Carly about the wedding, and Carly, of course, insists they have it at the house. It's going to be small, family, friends. They don't need a big place. So it's okay. Andre surprises Jordan. She goes into her apartment, hears a noise, and pulls her gun, forgetting she gave him the key. And he puts his hands up when he turns around, and then they show his feet. And then they show a towel hitting the floor. He was cooking a late dinner. So later on, they're talking about the hospital killer case and going on about how the cufflink does look familiar. And so they talk about that a bit, and he says, it's not random. The victims, serial killers pick their victims specifically. They have a specific type. Not just any old person will do. They usually won't kill another person unless they directly get in the way. Or try to kill them. Like, for example, when Lucas walked in on whoever it was, almost trying to kill Bobby. But they have a type, and they stick to it. Let's see, Liz finds a box at the door of Cassadine Castle here. Brings it in. It's from the postmaster in Greece with a couple things that floated ashore that belonged to Nicholas. Boots, a boot, and his jacket. And Elizabeth finds the diamonds in the boot. Asks Franco for some advice. He says keep it. You got 3 kids. You're a single mom. But she decides she's going to take it to the cops. So, Ava was there. She said she was going to give her condolences, but once she saw the boot, she knew what was in it. But she didn't get to it before Liz. So afterwards, though, she did go warn Hayden that Elizabeth found those diamonds and now has them and can do whatever she wants with them. So, oh, sorry, it just got really dark all of a sudden. Let's see. Lulu and Dante's, their embryo is no longer viable. Do not know what happened, but something happened in the lab and it's no longer usable. So now she's wondering if the one that Stavros had, if it somehow made it out of Crichton Clark Hospital before it exploded. She really wants a child badly. Spencer is sleeping with Laura, doesn't want to sleep in his own bed. And he wants to go to boarding school. She thinks there's just one too many ghosts in the castle. Maybe in there, come back and deal with it later. Kevin and Laura finally get around to their date. They have a dinner date, and then they have a nightcap, and then they have a sleepover. And the next day, he gets up, goes to get coffee, and Laura knocks something over. And it turns out it's a book about her and about the clues that she's following from a crazy dead woman. Kevin comes back, she confronts him, and she leaves. And says, "Stay away from me, don't ever come near me again." He tries repeatedly to apologize and fails miserably. Naomi wants Hayden to leave with her. Heather called her and was like, "Look, you need to pay up. You're behind on your payments, and if you don't pay up, I am going to start talking. So, I'm going to start talking about Jeff Weber and your brat." So, Finn, more later. Finn has a breakthrough, small breakthrough. He leaves his lab, he comes back later, realizes Obrecht has gone through it, finds her, gets his micro recorder back, and tells her if she ever touches anything of his again, he will kill her with his bare hands. Alexis and the girls, Molly and Christina, they had dinner at the Metro Court, was trying to make peace. Things seemed like they were going well, and then, well, Christina got her phone back, and there was a call from Parker. It turned out it was a butt dial, so they end up arguing, and there's a reporter, and Molly's trying to stop them. They keep arguing. Christina gets up, walks away. Alexis gets up, grabs her arm, and of course this is all on video, and it's all on the next day front day paper and online. Right? Just what she needs. So Jordan's yelling at her, "What are you trying to do? Tank Julian's case so that he gets free?" So, oh well. Robert is back in town. I'm so excited. Tristan Rogers. I love watching him. He still looks good. Anyhow, he talked to Luke less than 10 hours before. So Luke was definitely alive, at least. And Luke had a warning about Valentine, because although they've never met, apparently Helena is the one who told Luke that all of the Cassadines are afraid of Valentine. She didn't say why, just that they were all afraid of him. Like I said, when the scary things are afraid of other things, then you know things are really bad. So, tighten security around Spencer. He's obviously after the inheritance. So Laura decides to take him off to boarding school where there'll be more protection, hopefully. And he checks in with Paul about Julie and Jerome case because it's very important to him. He says everything's going well. Alrighty, hope so. And that is it for today. Uh, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next week with another General Hospital update. Bye.